You can respond through chat, ma. Yes, that's it. Good afternoon, everyone. How are you all? Not fine. Why, Ray? See, because listen, if you are there is no class, you all will be out. So out training is there. So your health is important. That's why I keep you here. That's what I can do now. But I am okay now, better than yesterday. Now at least I'm feeling it like it's my voice. Now, good. So by the way, imagine if there is no class, what will you guys do except sleeping? Huh? Afternoon 2 o'clock, ma'am. It is Netflix. You will do, sir. What you will do, sir? And Netflix उसको K drama होता, तुमको क्या होता रे? Sleep, Insta. Aha. Okay. One legend answer in online practicing MySQL. That is really legendary. I have never seen that student only. I will do projects. Good. But that is nice, Ray. Let me open it. File, open folder. DBs 2. We'll see what we discussed yesterday and then we'll move forward. Watching movie. Arey, what you will do, Ray, movies? PUBG is banned now. No. Still there? Oh. Don't watch much movies, Ray. Unnecessarily, it will spoil your mind. First of all, girls, don't watch much K drama. It will spoil completely because they are not real. Even original Korea is not real. Yeah. Good. Okay. Let me repeat it what we discussed. Actually, this is the first course where I'm going very slow. Let me repeat it one more time. Yesterday, we discussed something called tables, ma. Tables are very important to store the databases. Now, for the person who missed the previous classes, Monday or Tuesday will create some Google Drive, and Monday onwards we will have no demo classes. Like we will have Google Drive and all. Whatever the classes we discussed in these 4 days, I will give the recording sessions on Monday so that you can repeat it. Now, if I person, okay, or an organization will have set of data. Now the data can be their employees data or their sales data or some kind of marketing data. Whatever the data is there, these data they have to store it in one place. Okay. Now what is this basically a data? Data is nothing but structured information. Now data, by definition, data has to be well structured, sir. Okay. in a pie diagram. Those kind of things are very easy to understand and to maintain the data. Those kind of things will data do. Data is but basically it will take the information and it will make it structure, sir. Online is voice is clear, ma. For some people, voice is not coming, I think. For some people, it's yes. For some people, it's no. Why? Check voice now. Is it coming okay? For some people, it's not coming. Huh? Online, is it clear now, the voice? Now, yeah, it's clear for everyone. Okay, that's great now. So, let's repeat one more time, ma. Online, let's repeat it for one more time. Now, when you have any company, any company will have some kind of data. The data can be regarding their employees, regarding their transactions, regarding their daily, profit loss kind of things. Those whole data, they will store it. This data basically means a structured info. And they need to store this data. Where they will store, sir? They need one place, and that is called database. Databases are where people store their data, sir. Now, organization stores this data. That is fine. But what if tomorrow I want to delete my data? Tomorrow I want to delete only 1% data. And day after tomorrow I want to add 1% data. Or I want to add, I want to make it 1% data, change something. That means you need some tool to manage it. Then you will have one tool. So user will say this tool add something. Then immediately this tool will go to the database and will add something. Online, can you hear me? Perfect. You Hindi? Okay, good. So finally, now let's start it, sir, everyone. Whatever we discussed till now, we can still again go on. No worries. It's not a big deal. Listen, even if it's your first class, no worries, because we just started only. Even if it's your first class, you can still understand. Let's start today the databases. We just understand whatever the data you have a huge set of data. Now, the complete data you are having it, sir, this data about some people, it's like the population data or some kind of human data or some kind of company sales data, marketing data, anything. These data needs to be analyzed, structured, and maintained. Go here, these days people are mostly going with something like, stock markets, right? Now, do you guys know a site like the Screener? Does anyone ever used any site like Screener, sir? Now imagine, I will show you some sites. Screener. If I go here and if I type a company name, it's like something, okay, something, some company name. Now see, by seeing this company name, the whole data is there. Now by seeing this, you guys will understand, oh, you don't know anything about company. Imagine, you don't know about anything sales. Even if anyone who has not much knowledge also still understand something is increasing, something is decreasing. At particular June, at particular March or Jan to March, in something increased and March to May something decreased. They will understand now. But how did they get this analysis? That means somewhere the data is stored. But how did they stored? That means the data is first structured, right? Today, how much your sales, sir? 300 rupees. Tomorrow, how much your sales, sir? 800 rupees. Day after tomorrow, 900 rupees. Then you put one box, you put one file, you write it somewhere. This date, this much salary. This date, this much salary. Like that, everything, this much sale. Everything you wrote it. That is a structured data. Like this, people will maintain some structured data, sir. People will maintain some structured info which is called data, and this data will store in databases. To manage these databases, you store them. Now you have to manage them bole to tomorrow I will manipulate them. I will say it like, no, that day I got it sales differently, or the person who updated I want to change, some people contact detail I want to change, I want to change my students details, I want to remove my student details, anything. If I want to do, I will use something called DBMS, database management systems. Okay, database management systems, which is used to manage the databases. To manage the databases, you will use database managers. Now, these database management systems are different ways. Some people like to manage the data in tables, sir, but some people like to manage the data in different ways. People who like to store the data in tables are RDBMS, Relational Database Management System, and the devices or whatever the tools which want to store the database in a different way are non-relational database management systems, which are NoSQLs. Relational database management systems uses SQL, structured query language. Non-relational database management systems use NoSQL. Basically, there is no SQL there. Okay, but how will you communicate? There are different ways to communicate. Like if you want to document, you will write different code. If you want linked list, you will write different code. If you are stack, different thing. You can store the data in multiple ways, na? Right or not? If anyone knows data structures, they will know this. Stack are there, queues are there, linked lists are there, graphs are there. Literally, you can store in multiple ways. That is all in the non-relational only. Relation only one thing, tables. But logic is two tables. If you write it, both tables should have some relation that will work more nicely. Any doubts here? Any doubts here? No. This is what our first day. Second day we understand, okay, how to install. We installed the databases and MySQL downloads. The detailed procedure is already there in the GitHub, which I will share it one more time at the end of the class. And also the detailed procedure I showed you one day. If you just ask it in Google also MySQL download, it will come very easily. But if you are downloading, I want you to download two applications, Workbench and Command Line Client. Mostly I will do the application in Workbench only. But why I asking both? Because there is a choice. If you want to do it in Command Line Client, your wish. I am not doing it. I will do it in Workbench. But if you want to try it, that I will show you there also. Okay. Workbench and Command Line Client. Workbench is a graphical user tool. In that you will have all the things you can able to literally drag and drop. You can able to do a simple thing, delete, add, and all easy. Okay. Now in this, what we understand second and third days, how to create databases, how to delete databases, how to use databases. Literally, we did it like create database, use database, and delete database. The story is not over. What we discussed is we also understand how to do tables also. Yesterday, sir, yesterday we discussed how to create a table. Yesterday, sir, we discussed how to create a table. Now, the recordings I will provide, don't worry. Tables, first, what are data types we discussed? Data types, how many data types are there and all. Then we discussed how to create a table. And then we discussed how to alter a table. Alter a table bole to adding one column, okay? Or changing the column type or renaming it, okay? These were the things we know. Then next, today, what we are going to do, we will add some data into the table. Okay, we will do delete operations on the table. We will do alter operations on the table. Is it clear, ma? So that you will get at least one structure. See, this is all just a preparation. We still did not started the main MySQL. We are like just creating the table only. If someone in interview they will ask question, they will not ask this all how to create a table, because basically they will create a table. They will ask you write a query after creating the table. But to write that queries, first you need to create them, na? That is why we are doing it. Any doubts, ma? Any doubts here? No. Till now. So now everyone start doing it with me. Let's open Workbench, sir. Now I'm opening it, and the command is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is what I did. But you know what I'm going to do? I will open a new file and I'm going to delete everything, which you guys will do it now. Okay, let's go here. Yesterday I created one thing, sir, school. Inside that I created a table, sir, students. And inside that table, what is there is student ID, student name, class, gender, phone number I added later. Now I'm going to delete all these things so that we will create one more time. For the next initial 3 4 days, ma, every day whatever I created, next day I will delete and again I will ask you to create. This process will happen initial 2 3 days only, so that you guys will remember the previous things. Later we will not do that because the thing is needed. Now let's delete. I'm deleting it. Oh, for delete also you can use one command, na? How do I delete the whole school, sir? Drop database, database, database name is school. Now here I have one single one only. Now let's go here, click on it. Database is deleted. Now let's start it, sir. Now, what is this dash dash commenting, sir? Interesting question is I am commenting it so that whatever I did there, you guys can able to see that. There is no purpose of that comment. Okay. Now let's start. Create create a database. What is this? Create a database. Somewhere it's going on. Create a database. School. Start create a database school, sir. Quickly. I will give you the open your pen and paper. Instead of seeing the circus, start writing it. Okay. Book. Boys who are not having books, take it from your friends. Just take a paper and do it. Online also, please do it, sir. Go. Database, school. Next, I wanna use this. Use school. Someone server is not working. Please check it, sir. Why the server is not working? Okay. Maybe your port is different, or go to services and rerun it. Abhinav Kaushik question is if you comment that code and program how it's executed unless other languages comments are used to ignore the code. Same thing. Comments are used to ignore the code. Even here also first two lines it will not run. Now they are commented, na? Only the lines which are not commented only it will do. Okay. Now let's create it. Already it is done. School is done. So let's create a table, sir. I want to create a table students. Online whoever are getting it error, check it, sir. While creating it shows error. What is that error? Okay. Now next, create a table, ma. Online, if anyone get error, please send your code, what you wrote. What you wrote, send it so that I will tell you. Error can't create a school. If error is can't create school means already school is existed, Ray. I deleted my school. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. I put it dash dash because I'm commenting them. Someone just commented their whole code and executed it. And obviously you will not get it. Check it. Check it, Marusai Sudan. What is that? Madhavi Lata, if you drop it, it will come left side. You can see it. Create. table name. Now let's write a table name students. Online, whoever getting the correct answers, no need to say. For some people, successfully created. For some people, it's not. Please check it. If one person it works, means it will work for everyone. Simple. Student SID. Uh, int. See, I am not writing constraints. There are something called constraints. Actually, when you are creating, you will do constraints also. Primary key, foreign key. We will discuss slowly. Don't worry. We are still in the basics. Now, student name. I'm going to write it each one in one line. क्या हुआ? Student name. Varchar 20, comma. Uh, student name, student ID, class, int, and student ID, name, class. Huh? School name. Arey, you are only creating for school name. Why you will put school name inside the school folder? Eh? If you are creating for your school, will you write it each student? This is the school name. What intelligent person, re? Care one. Okay, someone is saying it roll number. Then what is the SID then? अरे ID बोले तो roll number only ना. Mail. Your wish. Now I am creating one by I missed the mail or phone number. Those things I will create later, add it later now. Okay, now I just write it here. If I run, yeah, very good marks. Okay, so now if I refresh it here, you can see this. Some people are asking it like why I am getting only two here. The problem is you should check it the tables, not the database. Tables will have three things, not the database. Now if you see this, sir, the tables will have three things here. See, the tables will have three things. Third one, but in database you will have only two. Now, in tables, print the third one. Click on the third one so that you can able to see the table. Student ID, student name, class, and gender. Any doubts? Now next, go here. After creating the table, what you can do, sir? I can alter it. I can write it. I can add column or I can delete the column or something. Right. Alter table. Okay. And table name, which is students. Add colon email varchar something like 100. Now you don't need to worry about, sir, if I give 100 memory will be lost and all. No, nothing. How much it is filled, it will take that only. You don't need to worry about it. Okay. So better to give it something bigger, but don't give 1,000 and all. Performance issues will be there. Now I am just adding it the another column, sir. Now if I go here, it added one more column, email. If you go and check it the table now, the table, run it one more time. Now this time email is added. Okay. This time email is added, sir. Now phone number, int, after s name, after s name. I think yesterday I showed you this. Okay. After sname. Now if I do this, it just created. Now go here, run it one more time. Can you see, sir, phone number is created after sname? Sir, is it a rule to put the after? No. You can put it anything. Okay. Now, what is the difference between char and varchar? Someone is asking it, sir. I'm telling it to you again. The difference between char and varchar is char will take it only fixed length. Varchar will take it variable length. Okay. However it is. Like name is there. Name cannot be fixed length. 3 characters may give, 4 characters may give, 5 characters may give. That is varchar. But gender is one. It's like male, female kind of one. That is char. And someone is asking alter. Sir, there are four DDL commands, which are uh, create, alter, delete, and rename. And we are using not delete, drop, and rename. And we are using alter here. Alter the table. That means whatever the column you already created, you wanna modify them, or whatever the column you did not created, you wanna add them. You will use this. Okay. Is it clear, ma? Now, sir, if you want to add any element after a certain element, you will use after. This is not mandatory. This is like one possibility is there. If you want to do it, you will do it. If you don't want it, you will not do it. Simple. Any doubt, sir? Ah, existing column, we can do that. That we will not do it here. Okay. We will discuss them later. Those things will not happen here. We can actually change that. Okay. Now, using modify, we can able to try this thing. Now, inside this, you can use alter table. Alter table is not only to add. Alter table is not only to add. You can use alter table students. Students. Now, you can do something like modify. Something like modify. I am writing it modify email and varchar 50. For better syntax, write it here column. This is a better syntax. Now, int is not, see, there is no rule like int has to be uppercase, lowercase. It's your wish. Okay. Now, dekho. If you write it here, alter table, except constants, it is not in a, this is not something case sensitive language. Only constants has to be in some fixed constants are there. Those things has to go. Except that remaining all it will be. Any case. Alter table, modify column. What it will do, anyone, sir? Now, if you see my students table, dekho, in my students table, if you see, what is the email varchar? How much? 100. But I wanted to decrease. I wanted to make it email value something like 50. That is what it will do, sir. Modify the column. You can do it here. Oh, I did not run it only, na? I will do it here, run it here, and go here. Check it here, sir, table. One more time. See? Now varchar 50 ho gaya. Right or not? All the commands noted down, sir. In the notes also, I will write it all the commands. Don't worry. Okay. All the commands in notes also, I will write it here. Any doubts here? No. Next one, go here. What if I want to drop one column? For the persons who don't know, don't worry about. We'll discuss what is drop, what is delete. Okay. First one, we have two things. One is drop. Till now, anyone have any doubts, ma? No. Now, online people, if you have doubts, please let me know, sir. Okay. Shrikant, see, some people questions were so different. One person asked me a question, how many integers can be written in int? What does it mean by that? I didn't understand. Now my table is in D column and its data is not visible when I click it settings. Not settings button. You have to click the second one, last third one. When people are getting errors, read it. Most of the time it will be something spelling mistake only. Okay. Now next, you can even do it, sir. Alter table students students drop column name PHNO. This will drop the column, sir. There are two things. There are semicolon is mandatory, sir. Semicolon is mandatory. Okay, don't worry. Now, alter table students drop colon phone number. Now, what does it mean by that? This is it will delete. Now, Dekho, there are two things. One is drop, one is truncate. Truncate will delete data. Truncate will delete the data. Imagine you have a table. Sir, listen. Imagine you have a table. Inside the table, you have some data, sir. If you use truncate, the data will be removed, but the table will be there. But if you use drop, sir, the whole thing will be deleted. There is no table only, there is no data only. The two differences between drop and truncate. Truncate will delete data, drop will delete the whole table. There is one more thing, delete also. Delete will not do both the things. Delete is like only specific part. If one user, only user name I have to delete. Only phone number I have to delete. Only certain part I have to delete. I will use delete. Okay. Now let's try it, sir. Drop column. I want to remove this column only. There are no specific rules we can write it semicolon or not. Semicolon is mandatory for every line. Whenever semicolon is there, it will end the line. Here, see, alter table students. This is all one line only. To show you, I am writing in two lines. When I create the table also, if you see, I created in 4 5 lines. But actually, it's one line, one statement, creating table statement. So that is semicolon. End semicolon is mandatory. Now, let's run it, sir. Now, table is altered. Let's check it. Is it altered or not? Can you see phone number here? Now, next one, sir. You can remove it. You can drop it, sir. Alter table. See, I added, I modified, I added, modified, drop. Three things I did. Using alter only, I add column. I modified the column type. I even deleted the whole column, basically. Right? Now, third one I will do. Alter table students. Students. Now let's try something called change. Change. Now someone requested this. Now they have last one email. Na? They wanted to change email to Gmail. Already email is existed. That name is there. Na? Let's change it to Gmail or some another type, another value. Now uh, email, old name, Gmail, new name, and you have to give new name, new data type again. If data type changes or not, you should give it. Varchar, I wanna give it this time again 100. Simple. So email will change it to Gmail of Varchar 100. email will change it to Gmail of varchar 100. Any doubts, ma? Now, if I go here, see the table one more time. It is Gmail now. For the persons who are not able to tell how to do that, how to check the table, again, one more time. When you go here, zoom, see, can you see your tables? Last one column is their tables. Click on this. You can able to see. I just magnified the screen. I think online can able to see my magnified. Sir, we don't need to use email into Gmail. Arey, listen, Ray. Again, I'm telling you, this is my table. Instead of email, I will write it e-prasad. Kuch nahi hota. Right? My table, my columns. All I am teaching is you how to change that command. Don't think about the actual literal values. Okay? Constants is my wish. Simple. Now, if you can't see the magnifier, that would be a big trouble, ma. I will show you then. I will tell you. Now, any doubts here? Now, total 4 commands. Now, now everyone see these commands. First, how to add the column. For Vishnuvardhan, whoever only first two are coming not table, you should open the tables. Then only it will come. First one, how to do add column. Alter table, add column and the column name and the data type. If you wanted to add after anything, you can do it. If you don't give, it will automatically come last. What if I want it first? If you write it first, automatically it will come first. That is three-way. Second, what if already one table is there, one column is there, and I want to change its data type? You will use modify. What you will use? Modify. What if one column is there and I want to delete it? Drop. What if one column is there, I want to rename it? I will use change. I hope it clarifies all the four. After creating the table, this is just a basic setting. Any doubts, sir? You can do that. Rename tag is there. Okay. We didn't discuss that test still. Now, let's see. Next one, ma, rename. What if I want to rename the table? Now, students, I don't want it. I want to change it to some another name. Rename, table, table, table name. Table name is current table name is students to. Okay. Students to teachers. कैसा होता रे? हाँ हाँ? Developer. No. Students. I'm just increasing somewhat s. Okay. Or I will make it short so that every time I don't need to type. See, read the commands. Rename table old name to new name. Rename table old name to new name. Any doubts? Neha, yes, ma. Even to change the name, you have to give data type, ma. Only error is showing to me when I run. That means check that error, Ray. What is that error? If you tell error is coming, I am not a magician, na? Okay. Now let's run it, sir. Run it. Run ho gaya. Refresh it. Can you see the table name, sir, now? Sir, my table name is here, sir. Okay. Here my table name is there. You can see it. It is changed as students. If you try that command on your own, it will work 100%. Kannaya Chowdhury, you used something commands that is good only. What is the problem that then? But the problem is show columns. Where did I tell it like show columns? Kannaya. Here you didn't use symbol. Arey, listen, you are not getting that point. Why did I write it this semicolon? Because if you write two lines, okay, it will not go. Semicolon means in any programming language end of the line. Imagine I am writing an another line. Then it will be error. Why? Because you don't know the first line end or not. Imagine only one line is in your program. Any programming language, you need not to write semicolon. Basically, you will write semicolons in programming languages or SQL or anything because it should know if two lines are there. Oh, they are different kind of logic. Now, only one straight line is there. That's why I did not write semicolon. You got my point? When multiple lines are there, I will write it. Any doubts? Now, I hope it clarifies it. Please ask me the questions if it is simple one also, so that you will understand it, sir. Offline any doubts, Ray? Okay. Rename भी हो गया. Let's delete this table. Okay. Before deleting the table, sir, listen, before deleting the table, I want to add some values to the table. How do you add? How to add? How to add values to table? Pehla, see what is there in the table. First, see what is there in the table. Go here, refresh, restart. What is this? From table. You know why it is saying error? Anyone? Guess. Why in students table it is giving error? Renamed. Very good. Thank you. So the name should be students. Then it will not say error. Okay. Now, what is there in my table, sir? Student ID is there. Student name is there. Class is there. Gender is there. Gmail is there. Remember the order. If you are giving values, sir, you should remember the order, including data type, basically. Now, I no need to remember. I will check there and I will check it here. Don't worry. Insert into, write it here, insert command. First, I will write some data, sir. After adding the data and all, then I will come back. Okay. Insert into, okay. Table name. Table name is stdints something. Now, values. Insert into table name, values, values. Now I am gonna add some values. What is the first value, sir? Student ID is what data type, sir? Integer. So student ID 121. Then next, student name. Student name has to be something Raj. And then class integer I gave 10, 10. Then next, भूल गया, right? Everyone, nice. Gender. Oh, you guys remembered. Nice. Male. Gmail. Gmail, a@a.com. Classic questions online. See, again the same question. The interesting with the online people is if you explain it now anything after 1 hour exactly same question they will ask. I told you starting only class why you are writing all the things in comments. What I have to do? You have to put it in comments so that next people will write. Sir, are you also putting everything in comments, sir? No need. You can delete it or you can write it somewhere. That is how people will do. Okay. This is SQL language, ma. Okay. We are writing SQL language. MySQL server is running it and using it in a workbench tool. Okay. Now don't get confused. In this student table, when I click on setting button right side, it shows columns and data types. For me, it's not visible. Oh. So what it is showing it then? Someone is asking show this code in the command line client. You have to type it Ray in command line client. Read it again, sir. You read it wrong. Raviteja. In the table students, when I click on the setting, that is what I'm telling it to me. It is not showing it to you. It's not visible to you. Then what it is visible to you? Like you are not getting settings icon only, or when you click on it, what it is? What is the difference between single quotations and double quotations? Nothing. One more quotation extra. For someone whoever getting the blank screen, is it coming something similar to this, sir? Raviteja? Is it coming exactly similar to this, Raviteja, to you? Then check it. If the table is there, it will come. But if it is not coming, also no need to worry. We will see it in future when I explain you the data types. Sorry, when I explain to you constraints, I will show you that. Okay. Now come back here. Are everyone clear how to enter the values? Is it clear, ma? How to enter? Very good, sir. Now, sir, what if I enter one more row? There are two ways. Write the same line again and give a different values. For each row, divide differently. Or at a time, I want to add 2, 3 lines. What if I want to add at a time multiple values? Insert into students, values, and you can give it here 122. Sir, I am entering multiple values, sir. Everyone see this. 122, comma. Let's write it here. Vani, something like female, something like, huh? Obviously 10th class, then b at the rate b.com. हो गया. Then put comma. Interesting point is earlier I put it something semicolon na. Why? Because my statement is over there. But now instead of putting semicolon, put comma and write it one more. How many you want? Write it that. And when all are over, put semicolon. Is it clear, ma? Then it works for all elements. How many you wanna add? You can add them. Okay. I am adding two more details. 123. Shaker, class number 9, male, yes at the rate yes.com, and now Pooja. Now again I'm telling you, for names I use double quotation, for normal things I use single quotation because I wish the simple. Whatever is handy to me, I will use it. Both are same, single or double quotation, it doesn't matter to it. Okay, it stores both as strings only. Now go here, run it, sir. I ran. When I ran this, go to my students table, sir. See it stores. Prashant, sir, single and double comments are used according to data types. Yes, in programming languages, you will use like that only. But here, basically, char and varchar. You can use single quotations for char. You can use double quotations for varchar. You can use double quotations for char. You can use single quotation for varchar. Both are, you can use anything. Difference is char will take fixed length, varchar will take whatever variable length. Simple. Now see the table is created, ma. Now, just for safety, I am just keeping this all in comments. Now, sir, now in my table, the data is there, right or not? Now my table is containing some data, na? Now, let's do truncate. Let's do truncate, okay? So that you will understand what this data will become, okay? Now, there are two things, truncate and drop, which I told you. Now, let's do truncate table, table name, stdnts. Now, I am doing it. That's it. Ho gaya. Now, let's go here. Let's run it. What happened, sir? Data deleted, but table is there, na? stdnts is there. Table is there, only the data will be removed. The table became empty. Simple. That is called truncate. Okay. What if I write it here, drop? Table itself will delete. Now, when you write it there, column, drop column, the column itself deleted. When you write it drop database, database itself deleted. Now, when I write it here, drop table, table name, drop column, column name, drop database, database name, drop table, table name. The table name is stdnts. Table deleted. Now, if I go and if I ask it, it is showing error. Why? There is no table only. Left side, you can see there is no tables there. Okay. Is it clear, ma? Truncate is used to remove the data, sir, for online, whoever is asking it. And if I have to remove it, I can't because table is deleted. But truncate will actually remove the data, but table is like removing complete one. I hope it clarifies you so many things, right? But when once you understand Monday, something like Monday, when once you understand some kind of constraints, then you will get a better clarity. Is it clear, ma? Now let's write it, sir. Till now, whatever we discussed, we'll write it in notes with syntaxes. Okay. Yeah. Instead of first writing the syntax and then doing it, we will first do it practically and then write syntaxes so that you will have better idea on syntax. Okay. Now, if you want to delete, that delete command is there. Update command is there. If you want to delete only one row, one column, only one data, that things will not do it in DDL. Four sub-languages are there. Data definition languages, data manipulation languages, and data control languages, transaction control languages. Now we will do it in data manipulation, insert, delete, update. We did not do any delete. What if, sir, student name only should delete? Student ID should be there, student Gmail should be there. In that case, we will use delete. Only student Gmail has to be updated. In that case, we will use update. Those things we did not discuss till now. What we discussed only, we'll write it, ma. Now, online, someone created and also after added a new column to a particular position, like after ID, and it's in a field is empty. Now, how can I put the data out there? If you added the column, use insert command, ma, to put it the data. Now, sir, till now the commands we discussed. Everyone, see the commands we discussed. Tables, Create a table name, column name, data type name, and column 2, data type 2, how many columns you want. Then next, adding a column. You can use after, okay, or if you want first column, you want to add as first column, then alter table, add column, here write as first. Or what if I want by default, by default column is added as last. If you want anywhere in the middle, use after command. There is no before command. After command will work. Okay. Now, next one, sir. Creating a table, adding a column, modify the type. How do you modify the type? Alter table name, modify column name, data type, or change the name. Change the name of column. Alter table name. Sir, I hope you are remembering it now. That is why I always tell it first practically and then I ask you to do it so that it will remember it. Now here change column name old, you will give old column name, and new column name data type semicolon. Online, please write it, sir. Note it down, whatever we discussed. MD Adil something created a table, enter some records, and then also after added a new column in a particular position, like after an ID, its field has data like null. And how can I put data on that particular column? MD Adil Hussain, we will discuss it in later, sir. How to put it data for only one particular column, I will discuss it. Don't worry. Okay. I just showed it for DDL commands. Then again, when I come to DML commands, only for that data, I will show you. Your question is valid. Very good. Now, any doubts here, sir? Any doubts? No. Next one, sir. Tulasi, that question, those thing is wrong because int will not take any value, sir. Int in brackets 10. I did not tell that. Only char and varchar will take it the number. Int will not take any value. Int means integer. Okay. Now, how it will know exactly 10 characters? Databases will not do any validation, sir. Your backend will check it like whether 10 characters or not. Only if it is valid, send it to database. Okay. Now, good. Next, drop a column. Drop the column. How do you do drop the column? Alter table name, alter table name. Ask if is there any size to int size, is there any limit? It will be 2 power 31, sir, which you can check it on. I don't know. Now, drop the column, alter the table name, drop column name. Automatically, that particular column will be dropped. Dropped bole to delete it. I am repeating it again. Is it clear, ma? Everyone till now? Sir, we discussed creating a table. Then we discussed alter. Inside the alter, adding a column, modifying the column type, changing the column name. Okay, and dropping the column. Okay. Now, next one, sir. Next one, sir. I dropped the column. Next one. What if you wanna, uh, you know, rename the table? Rename the table. Table. Rename table. Old name to new name. Old name to new name. Now, next. Truncate. Truncate. It is used to delete the data. It is used to delete the data inside the table. Only the data inside the table only it will delete ma. So how do you do it, sir? Truncate table, table name. Complete data will be deleted ma. But table is existed. That is the interesting part. Only the table is existed. Okay. Only the table is existed. Now drop. Drop is used to delete completely. Delete the whole completely. Drop table, table name. Then there is no table only. It is deleted correctly, completely. There is no table only after that. అర్థం కాల డేటా కూడా డిలీట్ అయిపోతుంది ఇంకా టేబుల్ ఎవరు యాక్సెస్ చేయలేం కదా ట్రంకేట్ అవసరంలా ట్రంకేట్ ఎప్పుడంటే జస్ట్ నాకు ఆ టేబుల్ కావాలి బట్ ఓన్లీ న్యూ డేటా ఇస్తున్నా అన్నప్పుడు ఓకే imagine your history like in your browsing history you will use truncate basically. History option is there but the history list is deleted, right? But in incognito there is no history option only. That is basically a drop, it deletes completely. Okay. Now some people who are laughing boys, those people are regular customers. Right? Daily users. Seriously. Good. Srikanth, if you want to delete only one column data, then it will be difficult. See, what if you wanna truncate one column data only? Or what if you wanna delete only one particular field? What if you wanna delete one row? These things I did not discuss. Whatever the things I discussed, we are clear. But still we will come slowly, slowly. Now, last one we will write it DDL, DML commands. Will start insert. I will tell you in insert different variations and we'll end the class. Okay. Now, Neha, you don't need to write the alter table, ma. Truncate basically will take it. Truncate table, table name is enough. Now, yes, Syed Kazir, in ISPs they will be there, but ISP will not give it to you. No need to worry about it. Now, now that is why VPNs people will use. Now, next one. Uh, insert DML commands. So we'll do DML, data manipulation. Basically, all are same SQL only. It's like commands. Each command has their use. Till now, what we discussed is DDL definition, just creating the things. Now, insert. Insert is used to insert the values into tables. Insert is used to insert the values into the tables. How do you do that? Insert into table name values. You will write it here. Table name, whatever the values. Value 1, value 2, value 3, and so on. Okay. Now, for multiple rows, if you want to insert multiple rows, sir, you can write it here. Insert into table name values value 1, value 2, value 3, and so on, comma again value 11. I will write it in a new line, sir. I am writing new line for space issue. Okay, and so on. Now it will add 2 lines. Simple. It is used to add the values. Now, okay. Now, one of the important question which people are asking in online and offline also, you may get this doubt. Imagine, guys, listen. Imagine you have one table, sir. This is what one Adil asked the question. Now imagine one table is there. Inside this table, you already gave some data. Imagine you have 3 columns. You gave the data already. Insertion is over for data. Okay. Now, once the insertion is over, you added another column. And that new column will come last now. You can add it wherever you wanted also using add command or something after command. But one thing is added. Now, will the data will be there in the last column? Understand the question. Initially, I created one table. I gave the values. After I inserted the values, I created another column. But if you add another column, will the data will be there in that column? Ma? No, because you did not give it, right or not? So only for that column, you have to give. Only for that fourth column or any column, you want to give the data. Is it clear? And how do you give? You can separately give individual columns insert. I will do this. I will do this experiment and then we'll leave. Don't worry. Individual columns insert. How do you do that, sir? Insert into table name and then column name. One. If you are writing multiple columns at a time, if you are writing one, write it one only. Column name 2, values, and then value 1, comma, value 2. Again, value 11, comma, value 12, semicolon. Now see this. Now 2 columns, only for these 2 columns, I'm adding the data. Remaining columns, I don't add the data only. Only for these columns, I'm adding the data. Remaining columns, I'm not adding the data. These columns will be added according to the, the scenarios. Exactly in the same way, in the same order, it will add automatically. I will replicate the same situation to the questions online. Shrikar and Adil asked the same questions. For that only, I'm answering it. Insert into table and you will have something called columns. Once you write it the column names like this, you will get it, ma. Any doubts? Now let's do this, sir. Okay. Okay, ma. Now same situation I will create it. Okay. Now let's start it, ma. If I go to not this, if I go here, MySQL, now already my columns are deleted. I am going to remove this thing. What I will do is first create table. Where did I write create table? I will just create the table one more time. In this table, student ID, student name, class, gender. Only these things are there. Okay. And then after that, I added the email also. Uh, where did I added the email right here? Gender. Then next phone number added. Then next added the here I added email, na? But email should be created before only. Then, huh? I modified the phone number in the place of. Okay. Let me check it now. No need to worry. If I run it, it will come na. Now dekho. It is saying it. Huh? Aha, hyphen ah. Hyphen the problem. లేదు. Already table is created. Just a minute. Let me stop it. Actually people will think it like if we take someone's code, it is easy. Point is, if already written code, if you are executing, you will take more time to understand. If you are writing on your own code, it will be very easy. Alter table students, modify column. Okay, unknown column, email in the students. Okay, let it, no need of email column only. This is not our target. Our target is, now there is one table, Ray. In this table, I will add this 4 only. Then I will add phone number. Then I will add this data. Okay. Our goal is first creating a table. Okay, I created. Then add the data. Okay. Showed the email only. No need to worry. Now go here. Listen. Table is created. Now, if you see the table, table name is students. Now the table is having it. Now the students is having student ID, name, class, gender. Now I'll go here. Now it is, I am giving it student ID, name, class, gender. And if I run this 3 lines, students, name is students, name is students. See, no need to worry when you get errors. Something silly mistakes you must have done, like me. हो गया. Now if I go here, now data is there. Now I will add one more column to this. Let's create a table because I am just confusing in that, so I'm creating a new one. Okay. No need to focus here. Now I am just adding one more column to this. Alter table, table name, which is students, add column, column name, phone number, int. Any doubts here? So our question is this only. The question is, people used to write it here. Already one table is there. Okay. Now in that table already you entered the data and you added a new column. Obviously for that new column there won't be any data. That is 100% sure. Now if I go here, now refresh. Now see phone number, there is no data. Basically it will have null data. When you don't have data, it will be considered as null data. Now this null data, how do I fill it? Okay. Now Harshad, what if I want two tables at a time? What should we do? Create two tables. Simple. Yeah, that's it only now. Oh, next one. Here I wanted to add the values. Insert into table name, students, and what field you want to add, sir? Phone number. Do you want to add every other value? No. How many columns you want? You can put that many columns, comma, comma, comma. Okay, but I am writing only one column. Values, values. Here, first one value is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Second one will be something. Third one will be something. Okay. For three rows, three values will be done. Any doubts? In the place of phone number, first time 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Second time 8, 5 or something. Third time 8, 7, something. Sir, I want to give phone number and email both. Give it here. Phone number, comma, email. If email existed and it is there, it will come. Any doubts? No. Now, column count does not match the count at row 1. Huh? What? Hmm. Sorry. No, 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 no. Here, that is not the semicolon. The point is each column you should put na. These all are beginner mistakes. Okay, don't worry about it. Let's do it here. Silly thing is, after 6 years also, I'm doing beginner mistakes only. Initially, I deleted the whole database only, my companies. That much big mistakes I did. Now I go here. This is a bigger problem. See this. See this. We created a new wonder now. देखो इधर. Now, no. I don't want it to add it like this. I wanted to add wherever exactly we missed. In that cases, we will have something called where command. Okay. That where we will use it in the next classes. Okay. Now see, if you listen, if you wanted to add only a certain column, this is the procedure. But how it will know? First one to match first one only, second one to match second one only, third one to match third one only. It don't know na. That's why it gave me new result. See the new mix. So these kind of things we will avoid it when we use where class in the next classes. In next class, we'll do DML commands, insert, delete, update. Will be discussed along with constraints. Is it clear, sir? Any doubts? That's it for today. Thank you all, and we'll meet you on Monday. Bye bye.